Hey everyone, Nam back here again to do my weekly NFL predictions, this time for the Week 12 edition for the 2017 NFL season. But first, let's just recap Week 11. I keep getting better. 10-3 the week before that, 11-3 in Week 11. Just to run down the games that I incorrectly picked Arizona to beat Houston. Uh, I picked I picked Seattle over Atlanta. Blair Wash uh, screwed me again. This time in my predictions, the other time was in my fantasy league, and I didn't see this coming. But Kansas City didn't do anything against the Giants. But other than that, I did pretty well. Like I said, 11-3, and I'm overall 99-60 on the year. So let's get to the action. Thursday's Thanksgiving Day specials, 3 games. First game, Minnesota versus Detroit. I like Minnesota in this one. They took it to the LA Rams, who have a good defense. This Minnesota team seems to be balanced. New York Giants versus Washington Redskins. I believe, like I always think, the Redskins is one of the better home teams, and I think uh, they almost beat the Saints, but they let that slip away. But I think they'll beat the Giants, who came away with a little surprising win against the Chiefs. But I'm going with the Redskins in this one. Chargers versus Cowboys. Cowboys have not gotten anything going on the offense side really since Elliott's been out with the suspension. But I like the Chargers. They, to say the least, lit it up against the uh, Buffalo Bills, and that was a complete blowout. Peterman had 5 interceptions, and there was some quarterback controversy. Obviously, he's not ready, at least to start anyway anytime soon. I think you go back to Tyrod Taylor. Uh, Cleveland versus Cincinnati. I'm going to Cincinnati. Carolina versus New York Jets. I'm going with Carolina. Tennessee versus Indianapolis. Tennessee had that tough defeat. I mean, they stayed close, and then Pittsburgh just blew them out there in the second half. But we're going with Tennessee over the Colts. Tampa Bay versus Atlanta. Atlanta's riding a little momentum right now. I'm going with the Falcons. Chicago versus Philadelphia. This is a good game for the Eagles just to keep their momentum going as well as the overall best team in the league. I like them to go 10-1, so we're picking the Eagles. Miami versus New England. We're going with the Patriots. Seattle versus San Francisco. Seattle is losing a few pieces with their injuries on defense, but I don't see this being a problem. And this is a big game for them if they want to, have a playoff this year. So we're going with the Seahawks. New Orleans versus LA Rams. I'm actually going with the Rams on this one. I think they bounce back in their defense. I think it will shut down the Saints, not to the point where they shut them out, but just enough to contain them. Like I said, going with the Rams with that one. Denver versus Oakland. I'm going with Raiders. I'm not really sure who to pick in that one. The AFC West has been a huge disappointment. It started out hot. Everyone seemed like a serious playoff contender, and then it's just, especially with the Chiefs getting beat by the Giants, I have no idea what's going on in that division. The Green Bay Packers versus Pittsburgh. Green Bay is obviously showing that without Aaron Rodgers and a healthy team, for that matter, is not the Green Bay Packers that we're all known and used to. I like the Steelers to win this one pretty easily. And if you're a betting man, I would say take the points again in this one. And I usually don't do against the spread picks, but I would say if I were, I would say take the Steelers in the points. Jacksonville versus Arizona. I like Jacksonville in this one. Uh, they played the Browns last week, but their defense forced a lot of turnovers. The Arizona, I think, is another team because they're with some injury problems. I think if they could stop the run and cause it's not Stanton that's in, I don't think, but cause the quarterback to force the throw, I think they can cause some problems, and I see them coming away with the win in this one. And the Monday night game, Houston versus Baltimore. Uh, Houston came away with a surprising win over uh, Arizona. I guess, but that was again. I guess they just don't have the quarterback there. Baltimore though has Flacco, who is a good quarterback. So I like Baltimore in this one. Those are my picks for Week 12. Feel free to let me know where you agree, disagree. And with that said, as always, I'm Nam, and always use your noodle.